And friends, my name is Joey, and this is something new I'm doing here. It is Sunday morning, January 25th, about like 7:15 a.m. Eastern. I'm sure there's some way that is time stamped. They've been talking about this, the storm of the century. Actually, there's a different storm of the century. That was in the 90s, and then nothing happened. But you might be wondering, why am I out here in such a serene, beautiful place? Um, if you have not ventured on this channel before, I mostly do gaming and comedy content. I'm looking to expand my horizons, and I would probably put this on a different channel because I'm sure a lot of you might just tune in here to see the snow, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're hoping there's going to be a face reveal and you'll be disappointed. I've been taking a morning walk every day for the past, I'd say, 2 weeks. I got the flu really bad over the Christmas holiday. And when you're sitting down forever, when you have no reason to get up, by the way, this is a creek right here. This is a creek. And a lot of it is frozen over with snow. You can hear the water running. I'm trying to be careful here and not drop this. Here's the other side. If you are from the area I'm from, you may recognize this. Boy, that's awful, Joey. Oh, I've been taking a morning walk every day for the past 2 weeks since I got the flu. Jeez, I gotta be careful. There's a lot of ice under here left over from last week's snow. There's a bird. Hi, bird. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I mean, there's snow falling onto my phone and camera as we speak. It is early, um, but this is a forest trail that obviously I'm close enough to if I'm, taking a walk here. It's the only hint you're gonna get. And I've been taking this walk every day for the past 2 weeks, first thing in the morning, because after I had the flu, my body was I'm turning 34 next month, but I felt like a 74-year-old man. Just all I wanted to do was sit down and lay down. And eventually the flu stopped. Eventually I felt better. And I thought, okay, I need to get out and move. And you might think, oh, hello. Lucky we got snow. Hello, those of you joining in. This is the first time I'm doing a stream like this ever. A stream in this format. About me, my name is Joey. I mainly play games. I'm actually going to be doing some Pokemon later because my morning plans have changed because of this weather. But I'm also working on a video essay channel. Sometimes Joey says. Rudy here in California. I actually lived in California for 2 years. I lived in LA from, I want to say 2015 to 2017. But no, California's a huge state. You can surf and get snow in the same day. Well, thank you all for tuning in and joining me. I mean, I take it should be about an hour experience. Right now, there's nobody out here. And this might be a little misleading. I mean, I'm in well, I don't want to give away too many details about where I am. I mean, if you're from the Philly area, you probably have a good idea where I am. It's actually not Philly proper, but it's one of those situations where if you took 2 turns off my street, you're technically back in Philly, but I might be over exaggerating it. But anyway, this is the morning walk I've been taking, and it's been very therapeutic. And I am very spoiled to have this trail back here. Excuse me. A little pause in the action here. I saw you Health Before Wealth 2026. I was waving to you, but you didn't respond. So, if you guys want to subscribe, I mean, you're not going to get this every day, at least on this channel. I mean, I I walked through this trail the other day when it snowed last Sunday, and it was so gorgeous. I actually leave my phone behind during walks. I leave my phone behind. This is unlike me because I've seen the value of not having your phone in your pocket. Now I'm holding my phone and rambling. And this camera is probably not doing it justice. There's a squirrel. Squirrel just ran. Dark red U5D hill. Sure, hill to you too. So yeah, you can leave a comment wherever you are. Are you getting snow as well? It's interesting for some of you, if you're in an area where you don't get snow, a lot of people here may be envious of you. The thing that, I mean, I love snow. I love cold weather, but my tastes have changed. I definitely crave not snow, and I definitely crave not cold. If any of you are familiar with the comedian John Cleese, the British comedian John Cleese, there's a video clip you can find where he's on some British talk show, and John Cleese is talking about the concept of a bucket list. You know, things you want to do before you die. And he says, I only have one thing on my bucket list, and that is to never be cold again. And I'm feeling it a bit, especially after catching the flu like I did around Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. It really kind of spoiled it a bit. I don't want to be a Grinch. I don't want to be a Scrooge. Which is worse? If someone calls you a Grinch or someone calls you a Scrooge, like which one is the more derogatory insult in the Christmas world? You tell me. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this other than just it's been fun because really I'm the only person out here right now. I've seen, you see that bridge over there? Behind that bridge is a roadway. I've seen maybe one or two cars go by. On my way over here, I saw a small handful of cars. I'd have to count on one hand. This tree has been down and in the way this whole time. This is not a result of last night. Oh, look at that boot reveal. Oh, there was a landmark I wanted to talk about, but I'll be passing on the way back. So yeah, I've been doing this walk every day for the past 2 weeks, and there's been some pivoting and transformation in my life, and I'm very grateful to God for. And I would actually be getting ready for, well, not get, I would, normally I would be asleep because I do a lot of stuff at my church, so I get there early. We're not holding church today, we're doing a virtual. We recorded it yesterday, which is good because we have a older congregation, you know, people with mobility issues or driving issues, you know, it's not, worth getting accidented over. Getting in an accident, you know what I mean. You can see how we got some frozen creek here. That looks like a big shoe print. Bigfoot got some Jordans. Oh, there goes a car. There you go. Hi. Be safe wherever you're going. Yeah, if you're ever going outside. Rue, hello. Hey everyone, this is our friend Rue from Brazil. Tiago, thank you for subscribing. Diana, you got snow too? Yeah, everyone's got snow. Rue, I'm still streaming later this morning. This is me taking my morning walk. And I was going to take this walk regardless, whether it was snow, it was rain, because I really want to commit to that. This has been so therapeutic. Will I continue to stream or record my walks? I don't know. I want to do it today because, again, this is just so beautiful. Add a Q&A sticker. I've never done a stream like this straight from my phone, vertical. There's a hand reveal, a gloved hand reveal. And these gloves, I mean, they're better than nothing, but my hands are so cold. Yeah, things have been changing. I probably sound like I'm screaming right now. 'Cause you know how when it snows, it gets all quiet? I have a very loud voice. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. But yeah, if you've never seen snow, I think here's the big thing with snow. It's not the snow itself that's bad. I mean, look at this. Look at this nature right here. It's not the snow that's bad. It's having to clean up the snow, or you had to commute to work or somewhere important in the snow. That's where it kind of gets hammy. No, hammy's not the right. Dicey. I was thinking diced ham. Same difference. Gotta be careful on this bridge. That's another little creek right there, covered in snow. Goes over there. We might see a dog at some point. People do like to walk their dogs back here, but I think I've actually never owned a dog, so I don't know how dogs feel about snow. But I feel bad them stepping on the snow every single time. Yeah, I'm not only fully clothed, I'm super fully clothed. I have long underwear, I have the jacket, I got the ear flap hat. Uh, just no bouncy cat head. There was no way for me to. This was a little impromptu. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I just thought this is all everyone's been talking about for the past week. And that's the funny thing is when you grow up in an area where you get snow, you'd be surprised how much it seems people forget the fact there's snow. Somebody's walking here, so I'm going to aim the camera this way. Hello. Good morning. I'm still taking my walk. I actually would have been fine if she were on camera. She was completely, her face was completely covered. But one thing that is actually pretty fun is when you have weather like this and you're inside with the heater on or the fireplace, if you're blessed to have one, and then have on like a tank top and some shorts. I don't know how the camera looks right now, but remix. So there's been a shortage of rock salt. It would seem like actual, not just like, oh, people have bought it and there's no more rock salt, but I guess manufacturing wise. So there are some alternatives. You can use like table salt, various table salts. It just does not have as much coverage. I put some down. I mean, no matter what, there's going to be ice. No matter what, there's going to be a lot of snow. And it's better than putting down nothing. But I think and I say this as I'm out here taking a morning walk at 7:36 a.m. Eastern. What's rock salt? Um, it's a thicker, coarser form of salt. They come in big bags, and you set it down on the sidewalk or the roadways, and it helps prevent ice from forming over the pavement. Think like Garganicle's salt cure, but for the street. Yeah, that's right. We just did a Pokemon reference in this video. Back to nature. It's been very therapeutic to do these walks. I've gotten to the point where I mean, I take a walk for if there's a car. Hello, car. Be safe. If there were no snow, if there was no vlog or whatever I'm doing right now, I would probably be out here for around an hour. And I I do talk to myself when I'm on these walks. I think out loud, and I guess it's one of the reasons why I like taking the walk on this path is that there's really not anyone here to hear me per se. I don't know why we always made that seem like such a weird thing. Oh, he's talking to himself. Why is he? Well, you having a conversation with yourself for? It just kind of helps me process things, I suppose. I mean, if you're your own best friend, then you're just talking to your best friend, right? There's a car. Be safe, car. Blending in with the snow. So again, that is a creek. That is a river right there. Um, you might faintly hear the sound of the water flowing underneath some of those unsnowy patches or some ice if you walked on it. I mean, that doesn't. It's not. It's a pretty shallow creek. I think if you were to walk on it and you fell through, I think you'd probably be like ankle deep at most. At the Truth Hurts 9, we got a little bit of snow and frozen rain, lol. But it's always good to walk and talk to yourself, have a little peace and quiet. Mahubala Habibi. I don't want to say it like that. Hello. Again, about me, if you don't know me, because you know you're not going to get videos like this on this channel all the time. But I've created a second channel. I just didn't formally announce the name or the logo yet. But the second channel I made is going to be more video essays because the algorithm. Like for those of you who are here right now, you might get a laugh or two out of definitely almost just died right there. That would have been the end of my life. Um, you get a quip or two, a chuckle or two, a laugh or two, but you may not be so interested in me playing a game of Pokemon or me reviewing a movie or something like that. But you might like just hearing me talk. There will be another channel for that. But right now, let's you know what? Let's not even worry about that. Let's enjoy the snow together. And thank you for watching because you're making this. Well, I was gonna do this walk anyway, but I also I was I guess a little hesitant. I'm guessing everyone can hear me okay because no one has made a comment. I have a popular brand of earbud in for my audio. I have no idea how this sounds to you all. Squirrel, two squirrels. Let's go talk to the squirrel. Yeah, he's not interested. Rue, I caught a shiny Patrat the other day off stream. Of course, I'd have it off stream in ZA. I'll talk about that more later. Yeah, let's not concern ourselves with oh the, the algorithm and all that other stuff. No, we're here to have fun in the snow, and by have fun I mean peacefully walk and try not to make too much noise because there's squirrels out here. Oh, there's actually snow developing on the top of my phone, so wipe that off there. Oh, conversations having in the chat. I'm not looking at my screen as much. I'm kind of holding the phone close to me to try to prevent some buildup of snow on it.
Oh my gosh, Joey, you really take this walk every morning?
Well, the snow's not always here, and it's there's another squirrel. It's a bit deceptive where I am. That building up there is a residence on a different street. I'm very close to civilization, but that's also why I thought it was so fun to record this today was that for you fine people watching indoors, 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 you can experience this. So what are you missing out on if you're someone who doesn't get snow? Well, you're missing out on it being cold. There's a plow in the distance. So that, again, across from that river is a roadway. In fact, there's a trail over there as well, which you could walk on the way back, but this is more immersive. I already named it, but I guess I could consider renaming it. I named it Zing, Xing, because Watchog looks like a crossing guard, and at least in the States, the letter X is like a shorthand version of cross. If I called it live, I would have waited for you to say something. Sorry, buddy. Next one. And I should also say, since I'll stop and talk about Pokemon briefly anyway. Normally in the past, I would play Pokemon Go up and down this trail. There's Pokestops, there's a couple gyms, and it's just a fun place to play it. But I recommend, if you want to be like me, which is very flattering. I'm a good person. I'm a kind person. So it's not that ridiculous to say. Also, shout out to Blaze Radio if you ever get in at some point, because he would do some gardening streams that kind of inspired this. But yeah, don't bring your phone. I say that as I hold a phone actively in my hand. Hey, Whitney, a lifetime of back issues. That's what you miss out on if you don't have snow. Well, that's good morning. Yeah, no, you can't rename it once you named it, unless it's such a golden. I mean, people change their names all the time, so it's really cool out here. But also, yeah, if you don't bring your phone, unless you have. The only time I bring my phone on my walk is like right now. I can't record. I mean, I guess I could record it just with a DSLR or something like that, but then I wouldn't be live. Or like last Sunday, I took a walk before church because it snowed last Sunday, and I wasn't sure if we were going to hold service or not, so I had my phone with me in case my pastor tried to call me, because I'm basically his right-hand man when it comes to stuff. Hey, Philly halftime, what's up? It's really it is actively snowing. I know the camera can't really do it justice. It is actively snowing. The particles are smaller, but it's accumulating. I know halftime definitely has some snow right now. This is gorgeous. Okay, see now right here, now I'm starting to get buried. So I guess it's more just, and let me not fall. Let me not fall. Like this part right here, Joey used sweeping kick. That is supposed to be a trail, like a dirt trail, but it's been frozen over anyway. Oh, you're actually not watching the mid-vid stream elements, but this would be the Sunday Super Duper. I just didn't think to, like I said, this is the first time I've done a stream through my phone, done a stream like this. So this would be the Sunday Super Duper. I'll make sure it says that correct for the Pokemon stream. And the reason I decided to stream today, a couple of reasons. One, it's snowing out, so I've got nowhere to be. And it's very rare that my church completely cancels a service. So I thought to myself, I'm not going to have many Sunday mornings, at least in the immediate future, to stream. Because I'm usually at church from I'd say about 9 to 1. And Sundays are an interesting stream day. People got stuff to do, but maybe you don't. Maybe for you, you're gonna be inside the whole time, and that's cool. If you have a frozen pizza, you put that in the oven. That's delicious. I want to start making food. Okay, that's a quote of the century. I want to start making food. I have started making food. I've been cooking a lot more lately, and it's very rewarding. What I really want to do is make homemade pizza dough because pizza's one of, if not my favorite food. And if you have a favorite food, you should just learn to make it, right? Rue, there's a Brazilian pizza place near my house. I meant that. I don't know if I ever took a picture and sent it to you. I forget the name of it, but it's specifically, I don't know if there's a different recipe to Brazilian pizza or if they're just Brazilian um, people who run the establishment. I'll have to order from them one day, and then it's right. It's nearby. It's not that far. So what do you have to? What else do you miss out on if you don't get snow? Well, you miss out on shoveling, as Whitney alluded to, back issues. I don't know if I'm even on the trail. This tree is kind of splitting things. So shovel some ice cream. I got some ice cream too. I got chocolate peanut butter. I got some beverage for the stream because I know I have to have beverage during the stream. You have to shovel your sidewalk, whatever sidewalk is in front of your house. If you have steps going up to your front door, but with the rock salt shortage, it does make that a little tougher. Again, you can use whatever. Why am I gatekeeping? Kosher salt, which is much more coarse, but it doesn't cover as much ground as rock salt does. They come in square boxes. Yeah, I'll have time. All right, well, you're hosting pizza night, buddy. You're hosting pizza night. Me, you, and Mitch can throw down. Especially how much pizza costs these days. It's interesting, right? There's a municipal vehicle back there plowing. There it is. There it is. My finger was covering it. It was like, wait, where's the vehicle? Pizza prices are ridiculous. Ordering food out has got you need to be a very fine dining establishment, and I'm not even talking about bougie. Because believe me, I've been some bougie places. I date a very bougie woman, and I love it. Um, she's probably sleeping right now. She doesn't do snow. Yeah, pizza prices have gotten crazy. Ordering out has gotten crazy, and now there's this revolution of okay, we're gonna cook at home. Like, oh yeah, you want to make their prices high? Okay, we'll show you. We'll just cook. Yeah, I like a sweeter pizza. I like a sweeter tomato sauce. I'm old and I still shovel. This, yeah, the shoveling is kind of fun. I mean, in the sense that it's snow, and I guess if you're someone who has children, you get to see your children play in the snow and things like that. But it was funny. I was watching a local news program. Well, it was a kind of more like a casual news program, but a local one in Philly. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of snow in here. I'm gonna have to give this thing a towel bath later. The day of reckoning will come. You're right, Rue. I guess this is it. Um, well, they were doing a poll about what aspect of the snowstorm are they most not looking forward to. And some of the options were, I think shoveling was like one of the highest ones. Um, Empty grocery shelves was one. One of them was school being closed. Like, yeah, okay, like y'all really just hate your children. You didn't have to make them, right? You opted into that, right? Here's some residences back here. Let me not wake them up on my voice. And we're gonna cross this bridge over here and then make a U-turn and then go up the path. I mean, we could walk on this other side too. It just doesn't. It's not as natureful. I mean, for me, a good pepperoni pizza, it's always a winner. I do love pineapple on pizza, but yeah, ordering pizzas cost so much now, especially if you're not picking it up. That's really the thing. I've deleted. I don't use them very often, but any type of food delivery platform. Look, I'm all for these because I've benefited from them myself as a someone who was in between work or whatever. But man, the upcharges on those apps, and then you got a tip and all these things, and then you get some weirdos who might like might put his butt on your pizza or something. In fact, I know someone personally. If you're a lady type, so Whitney or others, if you're listening, hello, moving forward, now, yes, now you're gonna be an uncle. Congrats, Uncle Roo. I love to hear it. Congratulations. If you're a lady person and you use one of those platforms for food delivery, and by food delivery I mean like, from a restaurant to your door, you may be getting a lot of messages from drivers who think that it's a dating service. If you change your name to a male name, they're not going to bother you anymore. And I've seen that happen personally, where someone had their female name, and then they would always get messages from the driver like, "Oh, can you come outside? Can you come outside? I have your food ready for you." Let me not drop my phone. So then she changes her name to a fella name, like what's a guy name? There's only a million names in the world. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Dennis. I've never met a lady Dennis. And then once the name became Dennis, oh wow, surprise! The food was delivered. Request for you to come out. And it's funny, right? Because it's not like you put as a recipient of food, a picture. So again, this is Creek right here. This is supposed to be Creek. Come on, who'd be that disgusting? We are clearly just there to deliver. You're overthinking that. I wish it were. I mean, I haven't experienced it because I have a fella name on my account. But also, I've done those services. Whether it was I've done multiple courier jobs, whether it was packages, whether it was food delivery, and to me, I could care less. For me, it was just about, okay, I'm going to get the delivery done because at least at the time that I was doing it or the jobs I did, if it was delivering food, I know one of them. I don't. The reason I'm not saying names is because I'm not sponsored. But I don't like saying names in places when I'm not sponsored unless it's really really funny. You know, I I just want to get the food delivered and get to the next one because it wasn't an hourly rate. If I'm not getting paid by the hour, like, all right, let's keep it pushing. But I think because they're those grown-up movies where there's like they have this fantasy that they're gonna like knock the door. It's gonna be this beautiful woman, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, Ramon, marry me." Hey, I just came to deliver you a pizza, but okay. All right, I gotta be careful. I could die here. Yeah, it does depend on the state moving forward. Well, I'm in a state that has snow, and then the last time I checked, no, I think one of them moved to an hourly rate. I just didn't. I'm changing things up in my life too. I had my first paid client for video editing, and that's really a blessing because I would love to edit videos. So yeah, any of you listening, any of you watching right now, sorry if you are starting a YouTube channel or you are in need of some type of video editor or channel manager or anything like that, you can I enter the chat here? Again, I'm on my phone. Bye, have a good day. Okay, Rue, I'll see you later for my other stream. Can I actually put something in the chat right now? Well, if you email creatorcatmedia@gmail, creatorcatmedia@gmail. Say it one more time. Repeat the line. creatorcatmedia@gmail. I offer those services for a price. For a price. So I love and that's what I've been thinking about a lot too on these walks is my career. I do earn ad revenue on here. I do earn super chats and things like that. I'm very grateful for that. But I've always kind of had a little, I'm trying to think of the best words for it because I don't want to like say the word. There's an expression called failure to launch, a popular American term, where you haven't found that big boy, big girl job, right? And times are different, and something that never really came up growing up was entrepreneurship, having your own business. Hi, Carp, be safe. I was kind of always raised, you go to school, you sit down, you be quiet, which is already difficult. School's stupid. No, when I say school's stupid, school could have been better for me. I have a funny story about a schoolmate, but I'm not going to put her business out there. I'll just put this. Someone who I haven't spoken to in a long time reached out to me the other day telling me she just got out of jail. I don't think she's aware that I have an amazing relationship. I just didn't even respond. Anyway, so, thinking about having that like suit and tie job or just that job that made school worthwhile. Loans are okay, we're in nature right now, but let's make this positive. So if I can just edit videos and manage people's channels and be, consultant and strategize, and then while also still doing my stuff, that sounds wonderful. Because then I wouldn't have to drive in this. See, this is relaxing right now. I'm walking. I'm here by my own will. I'm here on my own free will. I'm here by my own will. Why does that sound okay? I think this might be a little tougher. So now we're just walking back the same trail we came up. And the wind is in my face, so Rue was saying it was a little tough to see the snow particles. It is still snowing, but the particles are pretty small. Honestly, I think we were supposed to get a lot more than this. So it is now 0800 hours here in the Eastern time zone. And I think it's started snowing around 4. Turn back, there's bears and PDF files. I know exactly what you meant by PDF file. I've just never seen anyone write that before. Oh no, PDF. Oh no, attachments. You know how many people are out there in the business world who are in their 40s or 50s that still don't know how to convert a PDF file? I'm just saying. Oh geez, slipped, almost died. That's something else you miss out on if you don't have snow in your area. You're slipping and falling. No, there's no bears or PDF files. We'll have squirrels. Occasionally there will be a fox over here. Deer. Dogs, because people walk dogs back here. And I also so see right here. This is ice carried over from the last storm or the last snowfall, which was last week. And people like me, determined people like me, still come out here for their morning walk. Like I said, I've been doing this anyway, whether there was snow, whether I wanted to stream or not. I wanted to give you fine people the opportunity to see snow and also just kind of explore a new area of my YouTube work. Like I said, it's not a nature channel by any means. The algorithm's interesting because, I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to make 5 different channels because I do streaming, I do gaming, I do movie reviews. I've done, like skits, like scripted skits with my little cat characters. Normally, you would see, if you look at my AV, it would just be that head, and it would bounce up and down in accordance with my speech. Everyone just calls it the bouncy cat head. I could not figure out how to do that on a stream like such. You guys want to go in the water? My ears are getting I have an ear flap hat on, but it's still like wind is still getting into the hat. We've been going now for about 41 minutes. This is about all right. That's just about right. How much time I would take to walk? I'm walking a little slower, obviously, because of the snow and because of you fine people. We've come across one other person on this walk. I just didn't put the camera at them. Even if I did, they would, their identity was withheld. They had a big scarf on their face. And then I'm getting ready for a stream at 9. So if you happen to be a fan of Pokemon or a fan of my talking, I have a actual stream set up for later this morning. Because again, normally Sunday mornings I'm at church or getting ready for church or whatever. We're not having it today because of the weather. We don't want people to get stuck on the road or something. So my pastor and I recorded his sermon yesterday and edited it. And that was almost my death. There was a big dip right here. And I'm not talking French onion or buffalo, although both sound amazing right now. Maybe I'll edit this, I don't know. I need more stuff in my portfolio, for my portfolio. And the thing is, I don't get to edit very often now with real footage because everything I've done pretty much has either been gaming or animating. So I don't get to record often with real footage because I don't appear on camera yet. I'm still thinking about that for the future. But a lot of people have told me, look, I'm handsome, I'm charming, I'm easy on the eyes. But there are a lot of people who tell me, you're probably not. No, kidding. They tell me they like the illusion of the bouncy cat head, or they just kind of like that. I don't know, maybe my voice stands out more because you don't see my face. Squirrel. It's like, if you listen to the radio, and maybe you listen to a certain morning show every day, a certain station, then you see a picture of that radio announcer, and you're like, oh, you look nothing like how you sounded. How'd that happen? It's like during the pandemic when people were wearing masks all the time, and I remember starting a job when the mask mandate was in effect, and sometimes I wouldn't see a person's face until they were like eating lunch or something. I was like, oh, that was not expecting that. Not that the person was like hideous, put it back on, but just there was some sort of study done about how we created the rest of the person's face in our brain, and every time we did, we kind of created an optimal face, if that makes sense. So then you see them, and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. Or, oh, okay, you can put it back on. That's being mean. I'm sure people felt that way with me. Like, oh, where's Mr. Handsome been this whole time? Apparently I'm working with like an 83-year-old woman. There's a nice squirrel. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see if I want to edit this or not. I mean, the vertical video really is here to stay. I got snot running down my face. This is another reason why I'm not on camera. I got snot running down my face. It's gone now, don't worry. You know, shorts and vertical streams and all that stuff. I mean, this is cool. I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised the number of you that have tuned in to see snow, hear my voice. Do you like my soothing voice? And again, for me, this has been, it's only been 2 weeks that I've been taking a morning walk.
But why aren't you jogging? Isn't jogging more beneficial for your health?
Sure. But this has been a lot more therapeutic. This has been like meditative to take these walks. Usually in the afternoon I'll take another walk, but I'll do that around my neighborhood just because I want to change the scene. And this is like, as you can see, a 45-minute commitment plus the walk back to my dwelling. And we're not even done yet. We still have a little bit of way to go. I know what you're thinking. Make it last forever. At some point, I like to go inside. Hi, car. Be safe. And once again, I almost died. I have 9 lives out here. Would make sense for a channel with a cat head, right? I signed up for this. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's snow stuck to my facial hair right now. You're not seeing it yet. Keep the mystery alive. Doo-doo. I feel like I could pull this tree down. Let's see. Would y'all be mad if I did it? Oh, nah, that was my mouth. That would be really messed up. Just pull this tree down because I can. Can you be a bit more of a wiener? I suppose you could. I can pull every one of these trees down. It looked like it was gonna snap on one tug. So it's blowing sideways right now. I don't know how much of it you can see. It is still coming down. I think it's supposed to continue really throughout the whole morning. I woke up at 7. It's 10 after 8 now. If it weren't for the snow, you can actually walk up this tree because the base of it starts out here. Famous last words. Okay. No, already slipping. That's not happening. What other things can I do here? There's all these buttons on my screen. Oh, okay, I can turn the camera off. That's very helpful. Choose a sticker. A little late for that. I can mute the microphone. I had to rip one there, so that's helpful. It's probably even louder because it's in the snow. You know, I used to be like, should you be ashamed of yourself. It's my body. It's your body too. Like, you don't fart. I know you stay farting. This tree's been down for a while. I did not expect to say you stay. I know you stay farting on the stream, but some people do. You know that woman you have a big crush on? You know she poops. I remember seeing that once. I saw that meme once when I was a adolescent, and I was like, "Huh, good point." Okay, enough of that. Back to snow. These 2 trees randomly have like a jump cable holding them together. I do not know why. I like seem like two pretty. I don't want to say insignificant trees, but I feel like if you didn't have them, I don't know, is one of them gonna fall? I mean, if they're gonna fall, just cut them down. People walk back here. I walk back here. Oh man, Philly halftime working more like Philly overtime right now, shoveling his driveway and his neighbor's driveway and sidewalk. And get you some hot cocoa or coffee or something. Hopefully a nice big breakfast. We're gonna have some pancakes, sausage, and eggs when we get back. Oh wow, there are ice crystals forming on my chin. I once knew a guy, his last name was Chin. His first name was Eric. Hi car, be safe. I think that's a Boy Scout cabin over there. What they doing there? They had Boy Scout meetings. How active are the Boy Scouts now? Because for the boomers, being in the Boy Scouts was like being in the child military. It was so dignified. A nice beverage, a branded beverage. Who doesn't pay me? I'm waiting for halftime to get his endorsement from that particular soda brand. This has been a mess for a while. So there's an interesting little split in the path here. We walked up, down this way, whatever, left. We walked left this way. We're gonna walk right this way. It's gonna loop back around. We gotta watch out for these obstacles. Now, look, guys, I'm a professional, so don't try this at home. Squirrel. Oh no! Gotcha. Gotcha. I tricked you all. That's not funny. It's only funny because it's like, I know I'm okay. Hello. Hey, morning. All right. Now this is the big one right here. So like a superhero doing that. That would be where I die if I was going to die on this walk. That would be where I die. And by die, I mean like fall and slightly bump my knee, but milk it. Oh, my back. Ah, my back. Let's see, earlier we walked down that little dip. I'm taking another look at it. I may as well stretch this to an hour since it's approaching that anyway. And then I gotta go get. Well, I do need to get ready for this other stream, but that shouldn't take me that long. There's a car. Be safe, car. I believe in you. Yeah, I'm being a little silly right now. I really wouldn't be normally this silly. Actually, no, I would be. I have my little side tangents in my head, but it's like once I know people are watching, then I start getting a little silly, and not like cringe silly. People like to say that. I mean, I'm actually like it's one of my best traits, if not my best trait. But yeah, I should get back in the house, have breakfast, set the stream up. Again, I can't tell if you guys can see the snow or not, but it is still falling. There's a landmark coming up here. I have no idea what this is. I think it's like I don't know what this is. But you're about to see it. So I don't know if it's like some sort of like load bearing structure or what, but and the snow's covering it. But you can walk up this and okay, I'm definitely gonna slip and die, so let's not do that. I mean, you could stand up on top and do that like Tarzan thing where you go, oh. It seems like one of those things where like a mean older brother or cousin would like tell a tall tale to their younger sibling or cousin, like, yeah, that's where the forest monster Dingbot is buried, or something like that. And like, yeah, he's got 7 arms and 12 eyes. And he goes, ah, ah, ah. So now I have to draw Dingbot. Or I have to get someone to draw Dingbot. We have a new channel character, everybody. Dingbot, the forest monster. Oh, a little over dramatic there. We are approaching the end of our walk, which is good because I am getting pretty cold. And I did promise the people a stream at 9 o'clock, and I got about 40 minutes to get in the house and get that ready. I'm good on time. And worst comes to worst, I just delay it a couple minutes. It's okay. It happens. This spot is cool because it's like encapsulated by branches, but still covered with snow. Can you see the snow better? If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. The snow is deeper than it looks. Yeah, that's true too. I think over here, because this place gets walled on Connolly, is not as deep, but like here on the sides, it's been deeper. Careful here. I always get a little nervous here. If you like lose your footing or something, you easily trip and fall in the creek. Why am I laughing at that? I haven't heard it happen before, but doesn't mean it can't happen. And these gloves are better than no gloves, but my hands are still cold. I mean, I think it's going to be like single digits today. Meanwhile, in Tampa, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. There is, Blaze Radio, the inspiration for this stream. This is like the garden streams, except snow. Shame we're about to wrap this up momentarily, but there's only 59 minutes of excitement to go back and enjoy. I'm certain you got snow too. Bye, birds. Okay, there was a lot of you. Okay, a lot of you were having a bird meeting down there or something. Sorry to interrupt your bird agenda. There's a lot of birds in there. Hi, birds. And we're back to where we started. So I know the perspective is different if you're looking on a phone screen versus being the person doing the walk, but that was about round trip, I want to say maybe a mile and a half. I haven't worn any type of tracking watch in a while, so I wouldn't be able to really tell you, but Basically, there's a set of steps that go back up to the street level, to which I will walk home. That's where I started the recording. And this has been a wonderful time. I appreciate you all joining me. Maybe you just want to get a glimpse of the snow, or maybe you're just really curious, why is Joey doing a vertical stream on a Sunday morning? There is more path down there, but it comes to a dead end, and I have to get my next stream ready anyway. So, be safe, be warm, don't fall in the creek, don't fall in the snow, and in about half an hour or so, we've got a gaming stream coming up. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for chatting with me, everybody. Bye.